Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. daily quiz. I hope all of you are doing good. I welcome you all to the session where we discuss the most important news stories from the prelims examination point of view and convert them into prelims specific questions and discuss them here every single night at 9 p.m. If you're new here, do hit the subscribe button. As you would know, I also have my own Android app called Harshmeet Study Circle where I run a lot of other courses, including the PSIR test series for answer writing, PSIR live comprehensive course, personal guidance programs for prelims, mains, and much, much more. You can download the app by using the link given in the description of the video. On that note, let's begin with the first question. Consider the following statements with regards to SARC. Number one, Maldives became the newest member of SARC at the 13th annual summit in 2005. Second, the headquarters and secretariat of the association are at Dhaka, Bangladesh. Third, the SARC was established with the signing of the SARC Charter in Kathmandu in 1985. How many of these given statements here are correct? Now, if you look at why SARC is in the news, it is because the new establishment, the new regime in Bangladesh, we can't call it the government, the new regime in Bangladesh has said that we would like to establish good contact and good relationship with our SARC neighbors. With that in mind, we have to read about SARC much more in detail. First is wrong. The newest member of SARC was actually Afghanistan and not Maldives. Second, headquarters at Dhaka. No, headquarters of SARC are actually at Kathmandu. Third, SARC was initiated with the signing of Charter in Kathmandu. No, this was in Dhaka. So second and third, the places are interchanged. The charter was signed at Dhaka. On the other hand, headquarters and secretariat were in Kathmandu. So all the three here are wrong. The answer thus in this case will be D. As I said, it is in the news because you saw that the new government in Bangladesh has said that he would like to revive the SARC spirit to solve many of our regional problems. Next, question number 2. Consider the following statements with regards to passive euthanasia in India. 1. The Supreme Court of India legalized passive euthanasia in 2018, stating that it was a matter of living will. Second, the court specially stated that dignity in the process of dying is as much a part of the right to life under Article number 21. Number 3, Supreme Court has directed that the living will shall be a part of National Health Digital Record, which can be accessed by hospitals and doctors from any part of the country. How many of these are correct? Now, euthanasia is an important topic and it's a very critical topic in our society as a whole. As you know, there are active euthanasia and there is passive euthanasia. In India, active euthanasia is not permitted. Active euthanasia is a situation where the person will not die on his or her own. There has to be some intervention done. An injection, lethal injection has to be given. That is active euthanasia. Passive euthanasia means a person is being kept alive with the help of machines. If you just remove the machine, the person will pass. In India, under certain strict circumstances, passive euthanasia is allowed. It has been legalized since 2018, but there are many steps involved here. It also depends on the living will. So, living will of a person is that if an individual can write down on a piece of paper, an official document, that if I come to a situation where I am being kept alive because of with the help of machines only, I do not want to live anymore. I give permission to the doctors to remove the life support. That is called living will. Living will is not to be kept with an individual as per the Supreme Court. It has to be kept in the National Health Digital Record so that it can be accessed from anywhere in the country. All the three statements here are correct about passive euthanasia in India. The answer thus in this case will be C. All three here are correct. This is article in the Indian Express newspaper of yesterday about this particular issue. Next, question number 3. Consider the following statements with regards to La Nina. Number 1. In India, La Nina is associated with suppressed rainfall during the monsoon season, while El Nino is known to help monsoon activity. Second, La Nina is a phase of what climatologists refer to as El Nino Southern Oscillation. Which of these two given statements is correct? There are just two statements here. All of you are very well aware or should be very well aware of La Nina and El Nino. So this is not a very difficult question. First statement is wrong. La Nina actually indicates good monsoon in India. So whenever there is a La Nina year, we usually have good rains, good monsoon in India. So it's not suppressed monsoon. Suppressed monsoon is associated with El Nino. So it's actually opposite. Second statement is correct. La Nina is a phase that climatologists also called as ENSO, El Nino Southern Oscillation. The answer thus is B. Only the second one is correct. The first statement here is wrong. Here is this particular article in yesterday's Indian Express. Question number 4. BPALM regimen was in the news recently. This regimen will help in the treatment of which of the following diseases? Typhoid, tuberculosis, malaria, encephalitis. BPALM regimen, it was in the news. It's a combination of multiple diseases or multiple medicines are there coming together to treat a disease. Which disease will be treated with this? The answer is tuberculosis. This is a new regimen being developed and being given approval in India, specifically for those patients who are suffering from multiple drug resistant tuberculosis. This BPALM stands for bedaquiline, pretomanid, linezolid, moxifloxacin. These together will be given to the patient who are suffering from multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. Next, question number 5. Which of the following wildlife sanctuaries is being developed as a second home for cheetahs in India? Balaram Ambaji Wildlife Sanctuary, Narayan Sarovar Sanctuary, Melghat Wildlife Sanctuary, or Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary? Which of these is being developed as a second home for cheetah? As you know, the government of India has been giving a push to cheetahs in India by importing them from other countries. Although many of them have died, the government still maintains that the project is not a failure. With that in mind, the correct answer here is Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. The government is developing this as a second home for cheetahs in India. Your homework is you have to tell me all these 4 wildlife sanctuaries, in which state of India are these situated. Do tell me in the comment section all these 4, where are they situated in which particular state of India. There's an article on the website of the Indian Express about how the government says that Project Cheetah is still a success. It's a time-taking project. The government, as you know, reintroduced cheetahs in India from Namibia and South Africa. The government is now preparing to build a second home for cheetahs in India as of now. To end the session for the day, I would like to share an important infographic for you. This is about the benefits of Swachh Bharat Mission. Recently, the government has announced that the Swachh Bharat Mission has had a major positive impact on various aspects in India. It has saved 60 to 70,000 infant deaths annually. Increased toilet access has made sure the infant mortality rate drops down. Increased toilet coverage has led to lower child mortality in many parts of the country. Here are the achievements of this particular program, the Grameen phase, that is the rural phase, part 1. WHO reported 3 lakh fewer diarrheal deaths in 2019. ODFS, Open Defecation Free Villages, have saved 50,000 rupees annually on health cost. This is some of the takeaway from the urban mission. It is all important for the mains examination specifically. This is the end of our session. If you found it helpful, do hit the like button as well. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Till then, take care of yourself and also do check out my Android app. The link is in the description of the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Jai Hind.